So we're mentoring with Jay Abraham, which is really cool. It's a lot of fun. And I'm reading one of his books. It's called Getting Everything You Can Out of Everything You Got. Really great book. Have you guys read that? So good. A couple of you? Everybody needs to read that book. It's amazing. So in there, he talks about using different business plans and different approaches with, say, like if I was a real estate agent or I was an insurance agent or I was an engineer. When you're able to take two different businesses, two different concepts, two different strategies and bond them together, what he calls an atomic bomb. It creates an atomic bomb and it just explodes. Because now we're doing everything opposite of the competition. So what you guys are in, and myself included, is e-com. We're on e-com. We're on Facebook, right? We're doing things on Facebook. And so if somebody looks at your funnel and they look at what you're doing and they come and copy it and they start running the same Facebook ads, you're no better than them now, right? Unless that you come up with a new creative or new headline that you're always just hopefully ahead of them and they're just always chasing your coattails. Now, if you create something like a reactive funnel, they'll never catch you because they'll never know the interlacing of it, right? And that's why I call them reactive, is because we're taking something that's primitive to the online space, and what we're creating with this reactive funnel is realistically an AI, which is artificial intelligence. When you guys go to a car dealership to buy a car, now this is not me, maybe it's you, but when I go up to a car dealership and I see the price tag, I know that's not the price tag I'm going to pay, right? So we're doing the same thing with these reactive funnels is, okay, that's the price. Maybe they'll pay it, maybe they won't, but let's have a negotiation, right? Let's have a car salesman come out and start talking and start saying, hey, what are you interested in? I'm interested in your product. Cool. Let's have a conversation about it. Do you have questions? Do you have concerns? What do you want from it? What's your big takeaways? What do you think about the price? And through that funnel, we get to have interactions with people. Because I'll tell you this, is you already paid Facebook or social media, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, for that click, so you might as well monetize that click. Any way, in shape, and form. Turn that person into a buyer. And that's exactly what these reactive funnels do. So we start with the wonderful squeeze page, and that's what we're going to be working on today. Pretty simple. Headline, copy, story. Pretty simple, right? So on there, we take them over to, now a lot of you guys ask on the questions or on the live calls, is what about a pop-up? Do you do anything? Do you back them out to another order form? No, usually we don't. If we do anything, then what we're doing is we're asking for an email. So we're trying to build our list segments. So basically we're coming in from here, we'll do a pop-up, and that'll be an email of some sort. So those are good questions. And we try to get, I think right now, we'll see about a 30 to 40% opt-in rate there. What's your business model? What do you want to do? Do you want to email people? Do you want to build a database? That's what we want to do, right? And monetize the database. Do you want to just create sales because you're like, man, I need cash flow? That's okay too. All right. If that falls on the computer, we're all doomed. So there we go. So there's that. Squeeze page. Yes. Oh, like for them to get their email, put their email in? It's a good question. So I always try to give it to where it feels like it's $20. So like someone's email has tangible value, how I see it. So I always want to make them feel as if they're receiving something on their behalf when they enter their email address. So if that's a qualification, if that's a sweepstakes, if that's a discount code, if that's a coupon code, if that's free shipping, any of those are great. I use any of that just to make it feel like it's valuable. So then we'll go from the squeeze page. I think it's free shipping right now is what we use. So squeeze page, and then we do order form. By the way, this is the most important, crucial piece of the funnel because this is where you take the money, right? This always reminds me of The Grinch. Do you guys ever seen The Grinch with Jim Carrey? And it's Christmas time, and you see the storefront, and everybody's buying gifts, and the cash register is just like flowing with cash money, and it's ka-chinging and ringing, and she can't even stuff it. So that reminds me of this order form that's my cash register. That's my cash machine. I want that thing to ring and ka-ching all the time. So you have the order form. This is really, really important as well. And then, of course, we have our first OTO. And some of you guys said, okay, well, what do you do with OTOs? Like one-time offer? Do you have 2 OTOs, 3 OTOs? You can have as many as you want. My goal is obviously continuity. And maybe that's your goal too. I love recurring income, right? So much so that we keep creating more recurring income ideas and concepts and things that we can enroll people into that they want to be enrolled into, by the way. So we'll do 1 OTO, especially for let's say this was our oil funnel. So we'll say squeeze page, get your tactical oil or your military oil. It's going to be amazing. We're going to give you them buy one, get one today. What's your name? Trent. Oh, you're Trent. Hi, Trent. You got lots of good questions. So basically, Trent's asking with the squeeze page, what you can also do is you can put a no button there. So you could say if they don't want to opt in, but you still take them to the order page. You can try that as well. That's kind of fun. So the order form, your OTO1. So the first thing you want to do is on the order form, we'll do like a BOGO offer, like a buy one, get one. And so it'll say enter your email to get one free today. Okay. And then the no button can be no thanks, I'll just pay regular price. And it still takes them to it can still take them to that order form. So BOGO offer or whatnot. Then you have your OTO. What we'll do here is we just sell more of the same. We'll just give them a discount. That's all we do. Either 10%, 20%, 30%, depending on the item. If it's shipping and handling, then we'll waive shipping or we'll waive handling fees. So whatever entices them to grab more. You will see about a 15 to 20% take on this, okay? And then comes the best part, right? The stuff we love, the stuff we crave, which is the continuity piece. So we have continuity, and this is continuity main. I call it continuity 1 or whatnot. And this is where you get to have a lot of fun. And we're going to talk about this on Tuesday, which is the continuity piece. But depending on what you want to ask them for, what we like to do is we like to, look at like $196 sticker price a little bit, sticker shock, or a $96.10 or a $96.19.95, whatever you want to do. Or you can do different things. You can do 3 options, right? $196, $96, $19.95. You can just do $20 a month or pay full year, and that's $220. It's up to you. It's your program. It's your continuity. That's what's so cool about it, right? Like a car wash. Their car wash prices are going to be way different than mine. I pay $60 a month for a car wash. They could say, hey, you get 12 months, 2 free, and you get it for $600. Okay, that sounds like a great deal, right? So it really depends on what your continuity program is. And we got a lot of those to go over as well. So then, this is where the fun begins, because they can either say yes or no to this continuity offer. Until I started thinking, well, what if they were price shocked a little bit? Because this is going to convert anywhere from like 2% to 4%, which isn't the greatest, but that's normal continuity percentages. It's about a 3% ratio. Okay, if you ask anybody that's doing continuity, they'll probably say about 3% click to order or 3% conversion, if not lower. But what I've said is, well, hold on, because we're sitting down, we're at a call center with one of our guys, name's Todd, and he goes, he kind of made me realize, he's like, well, you already paid for the acquisition. You already paid for this buyer to be in your funnel. So why not start negotiating with them on the continuity? Because we all want continuity, right? We all want that recurring income. So if it's at $29.95 or it's at $19.95 or if it's at $9.95, I think we'd all say, I'm good with that, right? Versus 0. So that's where this first piece came into play. Was, okay, well, if they say no, what if we reduce them a little bit? What if we waive a fee of some sort? So in our case, we just waive $96. So you can become a member for $96 a year or $10 a month. So they can pay either $10 or $96. Ironically, a lot of people think that most people will choose the $10 a month because it's cheaper. But we forget that a lot of people hate being on monthly continuity programs, but they also want to be in the continuity program. They want what you have to offer. So we have about a split here. It's about I think it's about a 30-40, what is that, 80-20, or maybe it's a 70-30, or it's right in there. It's almost right in the middle. Like 30% will take this, 96. It's pretty sweet. Or 40%. We can look at those numbers here. But this is a continuity downsell. So the only time that someone sees this downsell is if they clicked no. That's what's so BA about that. I love that. Then we have the thank you pages, okay? So they're going to say yes or no to this as well. So that's yes or no to the continuity. So if they're saying no, then they've said no to this continuity, and they've said no to this continuity. This person's probably not a continuity dude or lady. And so I'm going to take them to what I call a non-buyer thank you page. And on that non-buyer, I'm going to show them different offers that they might have normally not seen if they were a continuity member. And so what's cool about this is that with ClickFunnels, we're able to say, okay, well, if someone says yes, so this is if they said yes at any point in time. So if they said yes to this continuity, we skip the downsell. We've sold them. So we'll take them to the yes. They're a buyer. They're a continuity buyer. I love those guys, okay? And if they say yes here, same thing. We go around and we do an on-submit redirect is what we're doing there in ClickFunnels. So you can do that in your settings, on-submit direct or redirect, and that's going to take you to the non-buyer or buyer depending on how you present it. And if they say yes or yes because it's a submittal for payment, then you'll do an on-submit redirect to the buyers. That's what's so cool. So this is going to make you a lot of money. Then what we like to do is I like to do something else where if they get to the order form page, and we started watching this on Mouseflow. A lot of you guys use Hotjar. So we use Mouseflow. And what Mouseflow does is it's the coolest thing because when I was in high school, we had to do this exercise where a student would sit on the other side of the room and we would get on a phone call with them. We had to pretend that we were IT support. And because I was really nerdy, still am, to where we would be an IT support person for these other people. So get on a phone call and they were supposed to pretend like they were dumb. And so we had to walk them through whatever. And they had to pretend they didn't know anything about computers. So I'm sitting there on the phone. I'm like, okay, so you want to go to the start button. The what? The start. Okay, it's a round circle, has little 4 colors. Okay, I've clicked on it. Let alone, I don't know what they've clicked on, right? Okay, now what do you see? Oh, I see a window Explorer box that has Google on it. Okay, you're in the wrong place. Like, go back, right? So it's like grandma. Like, how many times has your grandmother called you and she's like, I don't know how to work my phone, or how do you send a text message, or how do you get on this, what's this FaceTime thing? So what I like to do is, this is what's so cool, is Mouseflow allows me to be right there in the room with them. That is huge Because now as you can use Mouseflow, that's mouseflow.com, to watch all your customers, all your clients come through your funnels. And you can look how they move their mouse, what they read. People read with their mouse, by the way. So you can see how they read, what they skip, what headlines they look at, what they click on. Some of the things these guys click on, it's like, that's not clickable. But we'll make it clickable for you. And so, because we see it one way, and our customers are seeing it an entire different way. And so we have to use Mouseflow to understand how they are seeing it, okay? So, we have the order form. Now, in there, what we noticed is a lot of people go away. We got a 10%, let's say we got a 10% conversion on this. That means I'm losing 90%. 90% are lost. That's a big, scary number, because I paid a lot of money to get those other 90 people there, right? The first thing we did was we created a pop-up. So if they try to exit the screen, this only works on desktop, but as long as their mouse goes across the screen, such as they're going to go click Facebook, they're going to go do, I don't know, something crazy, they go out of there, we give them a pop-up that says, wait, hold up, would you like an additional percentage off? Can we give you a coupon? Maybe if we give you a gift certificate, you'll come back, whatever that is. So what we do is we make it do a redirect. So we do a redirect. We do a pop-up. It says, wait, hold on. And then what we do is we create another order form. Realistically, all it is it's a duplicate of the main order form with a percentage off the products. So that can be 10%, 20%. Just play with it. Have fun with it. 30% off. Throw in a bonus. Maybe don't do a percentage off. Maybe you give them more. So, hey, we're selling you a buy one, get one today. What we're going to do is you buy one, you get two. Play with it. Have a lot of fun. Be creative. So then, this downsell, now the thing is we got to do a redirect, because as soon as they hit submit on this, they're going to go to the squeeze page with ClickFunnels. We don't want that to happen. So we have to do an on-submit redirect. So when they submit payment, they're going to come and skip the order form and all that good jazz and go straight to the OTO1. And what you'll notice is you're going to get about 30% of those. So 30% of the purchases. So if you have 100 purchases here, you're going to get another 30 purchases here, just from all the people that leave. Pretty wild. It's going to make you a lot of money. Not the pop-up. You can't. No. I don't know how to do that yet. When I figure it out, though, I'll spread the word. Trust me. So here's the cool thing. Lastly is the thank you pages. These are crucial. A lot of people stop selling as soon as someone purchased with them. A lot of people don't even talk to their continuity members. I have conference calls with a lot of people who have recurring income, especially in the survival space. It amazes me of how there's no communication. So how many people do you have in your continuity program? Oh, we have like 500. What do they think of it? I don't know. Well, do you mail them anything? Mm-mm. Do you send them a receipt? Do you ever talk to them? No, hell no. Don't want them to cancel, right? Like, okay. Don't want to remind them on a continuity program. Okay. Seems a little misleading, but all right. So we like to call these people. We like to talk to them. Also, the same thing is, guys, these guys will buy from you. Let me give you a story. We're selling these 196s and 96s, right? And we had a big conversation about this, and I still get giddy about it because it's hilarious. I'm like, well, why don't we sell these gun dudes like a lifetime experience? Like they get a lifetime to the NGOA. And they're like, well, what do you want to sell that for? I was like, I don't know, sell it for like $797. They laughed at me in the room, like all my like peers. Right, Bryson was laughing at me, Dylan was laughing at me. They're like, no one will pay $797. I was like, I think they will. So we had this bet, right? So now I'm like aggressive. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go prove them wrong. And so we go and do this, and we start offering it. We start showing it into our funnel. We place it in there, and people start taking it. But the better piece is on the thank you page, we give our phone number. They're going and becoming a member. Then we started receiving phone calls. We started getting inbound phone calls. Hey, I'm part of your program. I want to become a lifetime member. This dude called me with his credit card in hand, ready to pay me $797. That's when we knew we were onto something, right? So that's the same thing is don't be afraid of these guys, because these guys are buying from you. They're buying from you every single month, and they're going to buy more from you. These are the people that we contact first, all of our buyers. So anybody who's a continuity member, we're reaching out by phone. We're reaching out by direct mail. We're reaching out by email. And we're saying, hey, congratulations, you're a member. Do you love it? Upgrade. Do this. Buy this experience. It's $3,000, right? So we're always reaching out and saying, this is a benefit. This is a feature. This is what you get because you are a member. And guys, I'm telling you, they pay us a lot of money because they have money. So then we have to look at the thank you pages. So buyers versus non-buyers. You can do a lot of things with this. But the biggest thing I always state is just because you're done selling them does not mean they are done buying from you. Just because they are done or you're done selling them does not mean they're done buying. Like I always make the joke when you walk into Walmart and the greeter's like, what can I do for you today? And you're like, I want toilet paper today. How many times have you guys been to Walmart and only bought one thing? And like that was on your mind too. You're like, I'm going to Walmart. I'm buying one item, nothing else. I don't even know if there's a time that I've done that, right? Like how many of you guys usually spend $100 at Walmart, no matter what? You go in for like soda. You're like, I need a case of 12-pack And if you walk out with a $100 case of 12-pack, you're like, wow, it's crazy. Now it's like at $200. I'm like, how'd they do that? They doubled it. So that's an amazing thing to watch. Do you know they put like diapers by beer now? Isn't that funny? Because the wife's like, hey, honey, can you go get diapers? And so it's right next to the beer. So he's like grabbing both. Interesting. Or they'll put Doritos by Mountain Dew for the gamers. It's fun. It's fun. Okay, so buyers. So these are people who bought continuity. So they are loving it. We love these guys. We're like, woo, party on. Pop the bottle of champagne. This is awesome. By the way, when those yearlies roll in, that is epic, by the way, right? Because that's the long game. That's the long tail. So those people who are paying you $96 a year or $196 a year, just because they paid you today, don't forget, they're going to pay you 365 days from now, right? That adds up to a lot of money. That feels like you'll look at your account and you'll be like, whoa, how did we do all that? Oh, that's right. Those yearlies pop back. So buyer's continuity. So what we like to do is at the very top, I like to make sure my company name's up here because they're going to print this off. This is going to be their receipt. And then a phone number. That is extremely crucial. I have the phone number there. I have the company name there. Now, what I like to do is I like to say, congratulations on your purchase or something like that. Reiterate what they just did was the right thing to do. Hey, great. It's on its way. Perfect. So congrats. Your oil's on its way. And basically, this is where we'll give them a list that's dynamically updated of whatever they purchased. So everything they purchased here. So that way, if by chance that they ordered twice, they clicked the submit button too many times, or they got into a continuity program that they didn't want to get into, or they bought the upsell and they didn't mean to click it. We had one guy call in. He's like, I see what you guys are doing. What happened was, I guess on his iPad, as soon as he clicked the order button, our upsell comes up, and the yes button is in the same exact spot where his mouse left off from the submit button on the order form. So I guess he accidentally clicked it, and so he's just doing these upsells and didn't know it, and then he thought we were scamming him. I was like, no, sir, it's just your computer. So what we do is call our number. We just say this. We give them a little call to action. Call this number if you have any questions, concerns, queries about your order, okay? So we just write that right there. Then we get into selling, okay? So the first thing is they're a continuity buyer. I am freaking excited. So I want to reiterate and confirm that message right there. So I'm like, hey, what's up? So you'll notice me, I'll say hi. There's a video of me. So what I like to do is I like to do two things. I like to create these videos, and we do them with iPhones, by the way. We don't do any crazy technology of cameras, Mark IIs, nothing like that. I'll grab the oil, and I'll say, hey, first off, thanks for purchasing your tactical honey oil today. You're absolutely going to love it. It's amazing. Secondly, I noticed that you became a NGA Buyers Club today. Well, we have a couple things that's really cool for you. You're going to get all the benefits, all the features, everything that we have to give you. It's a full access pass, no risk, all reward. Go and enjoy it. There's going to be 2 buttons below this video, so I'm walking them through what they need to do next. When we didn't do this, they were all kind of scattered because there was no instructions, right? You have to give people instructions. So in this video, it talks about the features and benefits that they're going to receive. We kind of iterate them over here just in case. This auto plays, by the way. And then we have step 2. And this step 2 is 2 big buttons. You can't miss them. Some people do. To where it's like create your account and then here's your logins. So ClickFunnels allows you to do a members area. So what we do is we just create a members area for them right there and then. So they're able to click that button. By the way, we open this in a new tab so they don't lose their receipt. So opens this in a new tab, creates their username, and then they're going to come back to it where they can say, okay, here's your login, save this, bookmark this. Then what we do is step 3, we look for affiliate offers, something that has a high payout, because we'll get about a 3% click on that. And then that's our steps. Step 1, watch this 2-minute video. Step 2, here's the instructions of how to become a member. Step 3, here's another, so we're going to sell them again right there. And then we link them to our other 3, like our 3 top funnels. So as you get building these reactive funnels, you'll notice which ones are your best selling and which ones are your best converting. That's what we put right here. So people, we do the whole Amazon thing. People who purchased oil also purchased the below. And what's really cool is with UTM variables through ClickFunnels, we can watch, we can track someone who went through this funnel also purchased 1, 2, and 3. It's really amazing. What's really amazing is someone will go through this funnel. Someone will say no to this and no to this continuity piece. They'll say no to both, okay? But what's really wild is they'll come here and they'll grab like our survival cup, which guess what, has the same pattern, right? The same flow, and they'll become a member. It's really cool. So then the non-buyer, okay? This is someone who did not become a member of our program. So same thing, company name, phone number up here, okay? Congrats on your purchase. Now, I do the same thing, step 1 for a really important video. And what I'm doing is I'm recording that same type of video, okay, waving at them, saying, hey, what's up? Hey, congratulations on purchasing your oil. Secondly, is I noticed you didn't become an NGA member today. And I wanted to have one last chance to prove that you need to become this. We feel like this is probably the best and most important membership that you could ever have, that I want to gift you whatever you want to do. If you want to gift them something, if you want to give them a trial. So what we like to do is a 14-day trial in here. This is really amazing. We will give them a button. So we show them, well, it's a 14-day trial. They're going to get full access to our members club. And what's cool is we receive 3% of buyers become a trial member. So not only are you seeing right in here about a 9 to 11%, so we get about a 15% typically on our continuity, but then we're adding another 3%. So we're closing in on 18% right there on continuity people, just from taking them from a non-buyer. They saw our program, they saw what it's all about, and then we're reiterating that through a video and saying, hey, man, I don't know why you didn't become a member, but I really think you should. I want to give you one final chance. Maybe you just wanted to look inside. Maybe you want to have a peek. So I want to give you a free 14-day trial, no risk, all reward towards you, full access. You can call and get whatever you want, right? You can have magazines. We'll ship you one, like whatever it is, because we want you to experience what you're missing out on. And so 3% of buyers are taking us up on that. That's big. Yeah. Oh, so it really depends. So his question is, after the trial, are you putting them in the full price or are you putting in just like a monthly? So we've been experimenting with both. What we're doing right now is we'll put them in we're actually charging them $1.95. So we'll do a $1.95 trial. So they got to put a little skin in the game for us. And then what we're doing is we're taking them to $96 and then $10 a month is what we're currently doing. So we're taking $195, then in 14 days they pay $96 for the enrollment, and then after that, every 30 days they're paying $10 a month. Yeah, because the funnel is built. So the question was, when someone comes through as a buyer, okay, and they go through the funnels that we have, do you show them the continuity still? Yes, absolutely, because we don't know if they did or did not. If they did come up continuity buyer, they probably won't say yes anyways. If they did not, then they totally could still become another one. Same programs, correct. What you got? So do I build a continuity group before I sell it? Do I build a continuity program before I sell it? Absolutely not.
When you get some members coming in.
Well, it'll be a pre-group, right? So if we're selling like a program, so we try to give ourselves extensions. So we did the same thing with Reactive Funnels the first time we did it, okay? So the first time we ever put this program on, we had nothing built, okay? So we said, hey, come to this event. Here's what we're going to do. Here's some of these outline of bonuses. Here's what we think we're going to show you. We're going to show you how to build funnel. We're going to show you upsells, downsells, all this good stuff, continuity. But we didn't have any of it built because we didn't know if anybody would buy it. And we put it out to the audience. We did $250,000. We're like, okay, I guess we got to build something, right? So then, guess what? It wasn't like they got instant access. We gave them a members area. The members area had a welcome video. Hey, my name's Trey Lewellen. You guys are going to have a ton of fun. This is Reactive Funnel events. What we're going to do is we're going to do this every week. So we're going to create something together, and we're going to record live. So we did it live, right? Then we did recordings with it. They do, yeah. So do you have two buttons? Yes. One that shows $96 a year or $10 a month. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Bob. He had one behind you. I'll get you. Go ahead. Yes, we do. Yeah, I love order bumps. Yep. Yes. So our oil, it was a cleaning kit. So we did a cleaning kit for the order bump. Sorry, Bob. Go ahead. We do. Yep. Yeah, we say that it's a $1.95 trial, and then in text underneath the button, we show them. But after 14 days, and then we call them. So we call everybody who takes a trial with us. So within that 14 days, they're receiving an outbound phone call from us saying, hey, you're going to get charged $96. Are you ready? So how do we trigger outbound phone calls? So we trigger outbound phone calls through Ontraport. So Ontraport, what that does is it allows a tag. So anytime someone becomes a member, a tag is created, and then we create a task, and then our people see a task, and then they know to take that task off. Yeah. You guys got great questions. So is our first OTO one a upsell that does not involve continuity? Yes, it is. Totally. Yeah, it's your playground, right? Jared, can we get a mic? That way we can hear you. That way everybody can hear you guys.
Do you do onboarding calls for every single continuity that you sell or just the pre-trial?
Everyone.
Every single one?
Yep, absolutely. Then he had a question behind you, JR.
On that, the non-buyer confirmation, you had a continuity offer. Was it, I think I understood that you do a $95 down and $10 a month, or was it just two options?
The non-buyer? So it's a free trial.
Yeah.
So we do $195, and then, okay, so basically it's $195 for 14 days. So they get that for 14 days. At the 14-day mark, they're charged $96, okay? Because they're enrolled, yeah. They're fully enrolled at that point. And then 30 days out from there, at the 30-day mark, or it's actually the 45-day mark, right? They're at $10 a month. It's 14 days, they're at the 14-day, and then 30 days from that day, which is at 45 days from the first trial, $10 a month.
Are you doing the 96 on the first continuity offer too, on the first offer after the upsell?
Over here?
Yeah. Are you doing 96 on all your continuities? Are you doing a 96 down and then $10 a month?
Yeah. So this is $196 for the year on the first one, or they can grab 96 today and $10 a month, right? And then we downsell them. We say, hey, we're going to waive $96.
Gotcha.
So
Thank
realistically, this is the best plan if you're going to use it for 3 months, or this is the best premium plan if you're going to use it on a yearly basis. Realistically, that's our best offer. Yeah. Anything else?
All right. So on the continuity part, right now you're doing like memberships kind of stuff, like info product. Do you do like a subscription box kind of style, like where you're sending a physical product to them?
We send them a magazine, a physical magazine is what we send them. But we just started that. The first one goes out in March. For the last year and a half, it was all digital.
If you want to do like supplements or beauty products, right? If you do continuity and you're doing like sending the physical product to them every month, have you tested that? Does it work?
Like in this, I guess, a stick rate?
Yeah.
Does it increase? We've not seen the increase yet because we've never done, well, we have done that, but we want to do it again. So we're trying a physical item to see if that stick increases. What we've heard from other people is, from our other like kind of like our groups, is when they started doing a physical mail or just anything tangible, their stick rate doubled, is what we heard.
I noticed you didn't mention referral rock at the receipt. Do you still use it?
We do use a referral rock. Yeah, it's $300 a month, so we can put that in there. It depends on how you want to use it.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's really good. Did you say something? Oh.
Have you tried on the first time of the continuity to offer them two options, like monthly and yearly? Or you just wait and offer them like monthly and then if not?
Like just one?
Like the first time they introduced to the continuity, they have like two options. Did you do that and you figured out it didn't work? That's what you're doing right now.
So 196 or 196.10.
That's the first
That's
time.
the monthly right there.
Thank you.
Sorry, I should make that more clear. So 196 a year, or it's 96 today as like an initiation fee, and then it goes into a $10 a month plan. We used to. That was our first thing we did. They still get that, but that was our first like VIP group to where we just housed tons of people in there, and we made this massive group of, I don't even know how many it was, like 3,000 to 4,000 people, and just housed them in there because only like 20% of people will even join that group. But we got, what we did was we had YouTube stars come in and like they plugged their YouTube videos in. They loved it. Like we allowed them to be an admin and they could just post their videos anytime they want. That would send traffic to them, and they loved it. And then our people loved it because they could ask YouTube stars question. It worked in everybody's favor, and then we were the ones getting paid on it. We still have it. It's not our biggest premium item because the NGOA is now, but to start off, to make things simple, to make things work, we started with that. And it was just an easy way to create that. Yeah.
The onboard calls you do, that's just a short 2-minute call?
Every customer.
Okay. And how it affects the schedule? I mean, if today we have like 30 customers, then you call them tomorrow or 3 days after?
So that's a good question. So we actually have them scheduled themselves. So we use appointmentcore.com, and Appointment Core gives you a link. And then that link, well, their program links up to our Google Calendar. And so we show like when we're going to be in meetings, like we have big team meetings and things like that. We take that out. But other than that, it looks at their entire schedule and then fills their schedule just as you guys did with Tony. So remember, like you guys scheduled with Tony, you put a scheduled time and then you said, okay, I'm available at 10 a.m. And then that scheduled it. That's what we like to do. Does that help? Cool. Builds the relationship, man. It's huge. It's massive. Yeah, so I'll tell you, onboarding calls are the saving grace of our company. I can tell you that right now. So onboarding calls are the saving grace of what our company has because of we're charging them a monthly plan. We're charging them 96. They need to know who you are, right? Unless you want to be in the game of chargeback mitigation, which is a scary world, and lose merchant accounts and like just try to be always building those or doing NMI where they like, I don't know, cycle accounts. But if that's your business, that's your business. Whereas we might see 2 chargebacks a month, maybe. That's how low ours are for all the transactions we're doing because we're consistently on the phone with people. We're talking to them. We're saying, hello, this is us, like creating that interaction. There's just something about a human-to-human interaction over a phone call. Just something about it. It's wild. Makes big things. Jared, do you have somebody back there? Yeah, go ahead.
So I had 3 questions.
Okay.
One, which point you're taking customers out of here to Amazon because of the trust factor?
Okay.
And the second is, when you're starting out, you don't have like team to do the outbound calling. How you handle that part? What was the third one? I forgot.
I'll answer the first 2. So the first one is that Amazon's right here. So the order form, when they skip out, then you can do it in 2 places, which is really cool. So the first place I would do it is maybe off this order form, and you can send them to Amazon right here. And just do a little pop-up that says, hey, maybe you don't trust our website. Maybe Amazon would be better. We sell it there too. So you can take them there. Where I'd probably recommend you actually do it is off of the downsell order form because they've been at both places by now. So I might as well try to sell them with you because they're going to run through continuity. On Amazon, they're not, and you don't get their data. You don't get their phone number. You don't get anything. So I would put it off of this one. We'll give you 20% off, free shipping, whatever that is. And then if they hit this and they still back out, then give them that pop-up there where it says Amazon, okay? Secondly, if I don't have an onboarding team, I'm calling. I'm making those phone calls. Yeah. You guys got great stuff. This is awesome. Jared's right behind you.
Just a quick question. The people who are making appointments with you, what percentage of people actually make an appointment for the onboarding call?
80%. Yep. It's a lot.
Cool. So I got two questions. We're selling the grandma. We built the whole funnel like you said.
You're into grandmas?
So we come in and they get a cool grandma shirt for themselves. And then we started that monthly continuity, which is a t-shirt club.
Sweet.
So my two questions are, the t-shirt club, there's really not like a members area or a forum. What are they going to be talking about in there?
Don't have to.
If we make one. All right, cool. And then on that onboarding call, 30 minutes, what are we talking to them about? Seeing there's no members area, no nothing.
That's what's so cool about those onboarding calls is, and it might not be 30 minutes. Ours is 30 minutes because these dudes want to talk about guns and ammo, okay? And I know the longer we can talk, we give them a 30-minute time period. But if I can have them stay on the phone with us for at least 15 minutes, it's good because I'm going to stick in their mind. There's something about that phone call. With the grandma thing, with the t-shirts, we actually have a t-shirt continuity program. And we don't necessarily onboard them as much. We walk them through, we send them an email, and then every month they're receiving a t-shirt. And how we do that is we talk about, right, in the script. So we'll do that tomorrow. But the t-shirt program is just, hey, this is the design. We're going to send you a design. It's one of a kind. No one, the public, we'll never sell it to the public. You're only going to receive it. So when your friends come and say, where'd you get that t-shirt? You'd be like, you can't. So that's what's really cool about it. For an onboarding call, I'd be like, hey, thanks for joining our t-shirt club. Couple questions. What kind of sizes do you wear? What kind of colors do you wear? And then I also want you to take, the next time you see your grandbaby, take a picture of them in their favorite outfit and send it to us. And what we'll do is we'll give you $10 cash or your next one free. Because what that's going to do is that'll overload your database of cool ideas and concepts of what's working with your avatar. Like what they think is cool, right? Because I know I'm looking at you, you don't look like a grandma. So we got to figure out what they think's cool, right? And that's what I love about it. So on that call, I'm asking for examples, asking what they do, what they're doing for a living. We just did something really cool where we're actually now sending film crews out to our members. And we're recording a day in the life. So the idea that came from them was the Yeti commercials. If you guys have seen the Yeti, there's about a 10-minute commercial. They look really good, but there's not much Yeti in the commercial. They kind of advertise at the end. But it's just a really cool, like, I think the one we watched was about some little kid who caught some fish, but it was a Yeti commercial. And we're looking at doing something like that with our members, is showing them what was life before, what was life during, and now what's life after that you're a member, right? So same thing you could be doing is, man, I've been a t-shirt, like they could be going through their closet, showing all their favorite shirts, like, oh yeah, this was February, this was March, oh, this is my favorite. And so, things like that, like I just love supporting, and here's my grandbaby, here's our family. And because what's cool about that is on your page, on your sales page for your continuity, people are always going to be on the fence. People are always going to be like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I'm going to love the t-shirts. But if there's another grandma talking about how she loves the t-shirts and everyone just keeps getting better, okay, maybe it is for me. Because she reminds me of me. Same type of deal.
Yeah, and you kind of hit on what sparked in my mind when you brought that up is he could start part of his continuity and membership thing could be a closed Facebook group where they can, not only does he capture their email address, which he's already done, I guess, up there, but they can post pictures of them wearing their favorite shirts and with their grandkids and doing a fun thing so they feel a part of a community and they're even more invested emotionally.
Yes. Another cool idea is you could do a calendar every year. So you could have people submit photos through the year, and then every November you ship out calendars. And then what you do is on the days you have people sponsor those days with the links. And then what you do is every month you have a coupon code for that month that takes them to a different funnel. So if you have 12 different funnels, you have 12 different, i.e. different links for that month. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with the click. And so then in a calendar, people are going through your month every month. They're like, hey, we're doing discounts on sweatshirts this month, right? Because winter's coming. Hey, kid's birthday. Hey, this. Hey, it's our birthday. Here's the discount. Whatever you can do to give them back into these reactive funnels, the better. Because if they're not in your, maybe by that time, you've recreated something more than just a t-shirt continuity. Maybe you have a Grandma's Magazine newsletter that comes every month of all the really cool things to do with your grandson or your grandkid, right? All the cool places you should take them that's not in the city or that's in the city. You could create all kinds of cool stuff with that.